Hello, welcome to the program Roundtable on the combined service of ASO Radio and Television. Again, my name is Topsy, Gimba, your host. I simply urge you to be with us on this program this morning because I believe it's going to be one of these issues we shall be discussing that most people probably want to be watching or listening to, depending the medium you are. As a matter of fact, today is the weekend for Nigerians and being the first day of April 2022, hard time flies. And, you know, we have to be very careful because when I was growing up in my neighborhood or in my village, so to speak, at about this time, when it's April Fool, they'll be telling you that you have to be very careful that people will be deceiving you from morning till 12 o'clock. And sometimes, if you are not very careful that it's April 1st, you are likely to believe them and begin to do certain things that are quite very unnecessary. Meanwhile, they are merely teasing you. So it's still going on. It's a tradition. So just a reminder that indeed you need to be very careful when somebody sends you a message or calls you and tells you that either your mother is dead or whatever. You have to think twice whether it is April Fool or it is a reality. But of course, that's not the issue we are discussing this morning. Of course, you know, we are politicking. Nigeria is gradually moving towards its general election by 2023, and many things are really happening politically. Political parties are putting themselves together to ensure that things should take shape. Those who are actually working to get what they should, they are putting themselves together to do that. Of course, today, indeed, we shall be talking with Comrade Adeboye. Adebayo. He's the National Director and Publicity Project Beyond 2023, speaking with us today on a number of issues. We'll be looking at the APC convention that took place some time ago towards getting towards the 2023 election. You're welcome to the studio, my Director of Publicity.
Thank you, Mr. Gimba.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes, I know very well that indeed the time I call you, telling you, intimating you that indeed you need to be with us in the studio.
Yes.
I know you were like, have you been to Abuja before or coming to ASO Radio?
No, I've not been to ASO Radio before.
Okay.
But I've been in Abuja for so long.
But you're up for here about ASO Radio and television.
Definitely, I listen to it very well.
Oh, that's very good. Well, you will be telling us basically how the convention went and how they resolved, what's it called, to consensus candidate. One, whether it is like that in trying to determine who will now become the next person to now win the ticket, we do not know. But as you explain, you'll be telling us more concerning that. But before we go into the discussion, we shall take a break. When we come back, we'll walk into the matter as it is expected. Don't go away.
Our first efforts at democracy and self-government were abruptly arrested in the mid-60s, largely as a result of the incongenial atmosphere engendered by the uncompromising stance adopted by the political parties of the First Republic. Thus, opportunities were lost for our people to interact and learn to accommodate different points of view for the betterment of the country. We must not allow that episode to repeat itself. The new system that we have adopted presents us with yet another opportunity to achieve national integration, which is a prerequisite for the building of a strong and virile nation.
Welcome back. Yes. Mr. or Comrade Adebayo.
Yes.
Yeah, you are the National Director and Publicity Project.
Media and Publicity.
Media and Publicity Project Beyond 2023.
Yes.
Media and Publicity.
Yes.
So what do you do there?
Good. Let me first permit me to welcome Nigerians on behalf of my Director General and the other National Executive of the project. Project Beyond 2023 is an outstanding support group.
Yeah.
You know, for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. It's basically our agenda is one thing, to deliver Bola Tinubu, inshallah. Yeah. as the president of Nigeria come 2023. So that is our basic agenda. And then we have our platform everywhere in the country, including diaspora.
Okay.
All the 36. Just recently, on the 25th of this month, of last month, so to speak, we had our inauguration. We inaugurated all the 36 state project coordinators and all the 774 local government coordinators. So we are everywhere, including the one in diaspora.
Okay.
So basically, our agenda is one thing.
Okay. Now, let me ask you, as a member of All Progressives Congress.
Yes, sir.
Did you attend the just concluded APC convention?
Yes, I did.
So give us the summary of what you saw and the projection how it's going to be.
Yes, the convention has gone very well, though we have a lot of doomsayer saying that the convention will be the end of APC. They've been saying it before now. During the merger, they say after the merger, we are going to be scattered. Then after we are not scattered, then they say that 2019 election will scatter us. We are not scattered. And then they say this national convention will scatter us. But now, we are still more united as ever. So the convention has produced a new national executive that will man the affairs of the party in the next 4 years. And then the consensus. People have been talking about consensus during the process. Consensus is part of democracy. It's part of our electoral law. It's an option in democracy that if 3-4 people are contesting for an office, and then you agree that, okay, let us step down for one particular one, for one reason or the other, it's allowed within the democratic tenant. So, and if they are not allowed, then we go to the poll. But in our own case, most of our offices that were contested for, a lot of people reach agreement. There were reconciliation, there were give and take, and all of those things play out for the party, to come stronger, and produce a very formidable team as the next NWC of the party.
Why were people thinking that you are likely going to disintegrate in the first place? Is it because the party that's called All Progressives Congress is a merger of many political parties?
No.
At the end of the day, if this person pick from this block, and the other one speaks for this block, the other one feels a little bit uncomfortable, and probably...
You see, as we speak now, we have merged. We have become one.
Exactly.
People that are talking about disintegration, they are just doing that out of fear. The strength of APC is sending a very strong signal to them that APC any day is a party to beat. So they are looking for ways, for political maneuvering, intrigues and all of that, to see how they can use their mouth, to run us down. But we will refuse to run down. We are together. We have come together. Forget the nucleus party that made up the merger. We have come together, one interest, to save Nigeria, to make Nigeria great again. APC has come together in unison, in strength, to make sure that Nigeria become great.
But Comrade Adebayo, you know very well that to a very large extent, because I covered that particular convention at the Eagle Square, and though they agreed on consensus, but those who actually stepped down for the president to emerge, they ended up weeping while talking. Will you say it was done in fairness?
Gimba,
if I give in my interest for you and I'm crying, why giving it to you? Is it not because it was forcefully done on me that I should do exactly what I have done?
You see, Gimba, there are skirmishes here and there. Political interest is very strong individually. But we need to look at the stronger, we need to look at the larger interest. And anytime, any day, larger interest supersede any individual interest.
Yeah.
It might be difficult because people have walked around, people have toured the country, campaign, talking to people and all of that. But when it is down on us, that we really need to come together and discuss this thing. No matter how late it was, we have to discuss. At least people were crying, yes, a lot of, maybe one or two people were crying, they were making noise and all of that, but at the end of the day, it will pay all of us. At the end of the day, that crying they are crying today will become laughter for them tomorrow and for the larger people in the party and for Nigeria too. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It happens like that at times.
If members of the party knew that it's going to be the convention to determine the leadership will end up by consensus, why would they have allowed the people to buy forms?
You see, it is not right to deprive people, from coming out to exercise their rights as party people. If you come out to show interest, that I'm interested, for example, in the office of the chairman, you pick the form, you are screened, you are confirmed, you are cleared to go to the poll. And at the end of the day, the leadership of the party, there is a process. When they look at it, that everybody is qualified, everybody is competent, but somebody must emerge. So at that point, if they now decide that, look, guys, all of you are competent, all of you have the strength, all of you have the wherewithal to take our party to the next level, but somebody must emerge. We need to discuss this thing. For us not to go to we have election in 2023 very close by.
Exactly.
For us not to go into the poll with divided house, let us discuss this thing. Somebody must emerge. How do we do it? So there is nothing wrong. And monies were returned.
For those who bought
the president said that whoever stepped down, his money should be returned to him.
Has that been done?
It will be done. I wouldn't know, but I know it will be done because it's an order that must be carried out.
So why wouldn't they? What would they have chosen to go by direct or indirect? Let us all compete, because usually democracy inherits competition, so that the winner takes at the end of the day. I mean, the majority takes at the end of the day. So why wouldn't they have allowed all of us to go into contest? Were they afraid that if they had gone into contest, the tendency here is the party would have found some kind of chaotic situation, maybe not being able to manage? So to play safe is to now go consensus.
Gimba, you know that there is a law.
And there are 3 options.
And there are options.
Yes.
Everything we have done as a party is still within the ambit of the law.
Yeah.
Consensus is allowed. When people come together, 2, 3, 4, instead of to save us the uncertainty of the consequences of aftermath of an election, if we discuss, at the end of the day, if they didn't agree totally, we will go to the poll. Nobody can force anybody on anybody. No. But since it is provided by the law that you can discuss this thing, and if anybody wishes to step down or give it in for any other person, it's allowed. Yeah. So everything we have done as a party is within the law, and that has fostered unity and strength for our party at the end of the day.
Wow. Now, National Director Media and Publicity Project Beyond 2023. You, in your own opening remark, you said you are bigger far more than by extending into people in diaspora. That is those who are outside this country. Are people who are in diaspora or the diaspora Nigerians, are they allowed to vote in the first place? Or what will you come up with a concept that includes them as well?
What we are trying to do is that even at the moment, if they cannot vote, they belong to Nigeria, they contribute to the economy of Nigeria. And the governance of Nigeria must be of utmost interest to them. There are at times when President Buhari was campaigning, he campaigned at Chatham House. Okay. He campaigned at a lot of places outside the country. And then our own candidate, our own principal, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, is an international figure. His interest, must be protected. His talent quality must be sold to people within Nigeria and outside Nigeria because of the person that he is. So our people, we have our network in the US, in the UK, in Canada as we speak, all over Africa, because we want them, to contribute, intellectually to how we are going to work and make sure we achieve our aim at the end of the day. And Nigeria will also, benefit from all of those things, because we believe that some of these people outside the country, they've been enjoying a lot of things that we are craving for in the country. They are living under a very stronger democracy, like people living in the US, living in the UK. We want them to contribute, how to, want to work together under this platform project Beyond 2023 to see how we can, make Nigeria better. We can't leave them because they're outside the country. We can't leave them because they don't have the right to vote at the moment. That right may come anytime soon. But they must contribute, because they send money in, they contribute to the economy of the country. They must also contribute to the political development of the country. When we have an election like this, when we are discussing issues like this, they must also be allowed, to contribute. And that is what the project Beyond 2020 is doing for them.
Take a look at the contestants. Let's assess contestants. Looking at Nigeria, which area if anybody is out to contest, which area or areas do you think he would have concentrated more to ensure that he works on those issues to make sure that Nigeria become stronger than ever?
Our party,
Yeah.
basically APC, has focus on 3 major areas: fighting corruption, the economy, and security. And then anyone, and President Muhammadu Buhari has tried his best within the ambit of what is available to him to perform very well in that area. In terms of insecurity, I mean, yes, there are little things out there. It can be compared to some years back. That's the fact.
Yeah.
On the economy, the economy has become so bad that for you to salvage the economy, you must dig deep down to the root of the problem. We have so many issues, we have so many challenges in the economic sector of Nigeria. And the president has tried with his team to dig down to the root of the problem. Part of the problem is corruption. You can see how many people have been jailed under this administration. You can see a financial crime. How many people have been jailed in that area too. A lot of assets has been recovered. A lot of people that are battering the image of Nigeria outside the country, they have been arrested, they have been brought to book. So all of those things, all of those variables, they work together, to save the country. As we speak now, anybody that is coming on board to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari must also concentrate in those 3 areas: the economy, the security, and also fighting corruption.
So if you look at the array of these people who are really indicating interest, would they be able to do that to be able to convince Nigerians that truly by the time you give me the mandate, I'll be able to look at so many of them that are indicating interest for this contest?
Who has indicated interest, except Asiwaju Bola and Tinubu? Me, I have not seen anybody that has come out in clear terms to tell the world, to tell Nigerians that I am contesting in 2023. Nobody, I have not seen. I've seen
in your party?
I've seen a Bola Tinubu that has gone to the president to inform him that he will be willing, to step into his shoe and not step, on
his
toes.
toes. Yes.
So he has come out clear, and he has been going around the country consulting, talking to people, seeking their support, seeking their prayers, to support him to succeed Buhari. Have you ever seen anybody done that again in our party? For me, I have not seen. If you have seen, let me know, Gimba. I have not seen. So for me today, Bola Tinubu is the only person that has shown interest to succeed Buhari.
But we know where Nigeria, we have the population of over 2 million Nigerians. The fact that your principal has indicated interest, the time meant for whoever is interested for this highest position in the land, this is just April, and primaries, preparation towards primaries starts from April to June. So maybe we are going to see more of these people really coming.
I'm answering your question directly. You asked me about people
who are indicating interest.
And for now, it is only Senator Bola that have indicated interest. Other people may come out tomorrow. They may come out next week. But as of today, he's the only person that has indicated interest. And he's competent. He has the vision. He has the courage. He has the network and understanding of what it takes, to lead Nigeria. Let me tell you, Gimba, this country has passed through a lot. If anybody will succeed, Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari today, and Nigeria will benefit from it, it must be somebody that has the capacity, the vision, and the intellectual acumen to build on what President Buhari has been able to build progressively. Bola Tinubu is the only person at the moment. He is not God, but he has been ordained by God to lead us, to build on what Buhari has done, and serve Nigeria. Because look at it, as we speak today, the world is looking towards Africa. Africa is becoming the major hub, the major raw materials producer for the whole world now. And we need a president who has local and international network experience, to lead Africa. Nigeria has a big stake. Nigeria has a big stake in Africa. So Nigerian president is like more or less a leader in Africa. Yeah. So for Nigeria to get it right, after President Muhammadu Buhari, we need a Tinubu. And for Africa to get it right, in the scheme of things of the world, because UK is struggling on Africa, China is struggling on Africa, US is struggling on Africa. All because they believe so much in the wealth of mineral resources that is deposited in Africa. But we need a leader that cannot be influenced by money, that cannot be caged, that cannot be waved away. That a leader that understands, that will not be waiting for people to submit memoranda for him. That in his own mind, in his own belly, he has the ideas, he has the knowledge, he has the wisdom of what he wants to achieve for the country. And you give a please. Yeah. You cannot achieve some of these things with your own idea alone. You need people to work with you.
Sure.
You also need a leader that that is interconnected with people, that has what it takes, to relate with people, to bring them on board, for them to work. The dynamism of human being. A lot of people get to the office and they misbehave. But we need a leader that is focused and has the capacity to carry people along, for them to support his idea, to key into his idea, to buy into his idea for the progress and betterment of all.
Okay, let me ask this question. APC as a party and a governing party for that matter, if you look at the way the convention went, the entire leadership has been shifted to the northern part of Nigeria.
Yes.
And then what ought to have been in the north is not taken.
What was in the north?
Or what was in the north? Yeah, has been taken to the south. And when we're talking about south, we have three major zones there. We have the southwest, we have the southeast, and then the south-south. Are you saying that you must have seen the papers today? One of the papers categorically said that the Igbos are putting themselves together to ensure that presidency gets to them. So, and of course, very many of them are indicating interest.
Yes.
So, what do you think that shouldn't go to the east?
I've not said that, Gimba.
I'm only trying to find out if you could.
For now, the presidency of the presidential ticket of our party has been sent to the south, and from the southwest to southeast to south, we have competent people that can lead Nigeria, including myself.
Including yourself?
Yes. But the best of all of us, at the moment, at this critical time, to be true to ourselves, to be patriotic enough to ourselves, Bola Tinubu is the best of all of us. Okay.
Now that the national chairman, now it's the Senator Abdullahi Adamu is the national chairman for APC.
Yes.
So what will you want him to do to ensure that at the end of the day, the elections we are really expecting in 2023, they should come and go in a way that it will be peaceful without anybody feeling a little bit cheated or rancor to erupt out of it?
Senator Adamu Abdullahi is a leader. He's a great man that we believe so much in his capacity. No doubt our party has passed through a lot of rigorous time, few years ago. But with him on board, we believe so much in his capacity to bring on board all the aggrieved members, to reconcile. Party politics is about interest.
Yeah.
People have so many interests. You have your interest, I have my interest.
Yeah, sure.
So, but it's also give and take. We have issues like here and there. We come to the table, we discuss it. For the betterment of Nigeria, we move on. So I believe Adamu Abdullahi, as the chairman of our party, with other ESCOs, that are going to work with him. I mean, we have a young man there, Dayo, who is our youth leader, very competent young man. We have our women leader, Etta.
Very young too.
Very young and very exposed young lady. So, Adamu leading this team, we are rest assured that our party, APC, we take Nigeria, to the next level of greatness, of economic development and socio-cultural development of our people. Yeah. I expect our chairman at the moment, you know, to ensure a level playing ground, to bring people on board, to listen to the popular opinion within the party. I know Adamu Abdullahi cannot be used by anybody. He has his mind and he loves the party. So I believe he will do the needful to ensure that people's opinion counted, people's wishes counted, and also what will be great for our party is done, so that he and his team will be on the good side of history.
Okay. You know, in your own analysis, you say there are 3 options, and these 3 options are embedded in the Nigerian law. That's direct, indirect, and the consensus. Now we have seen the party using consensus to determine the leadership. I'm seeking your opinion. Whatever you say is your personal opinion. Will you want, in determining who now will now bear the flag of APC for presidency, will now come to do that the way they did at the convention to determine by consensus, or you would have preferred it to be done by election, that's direct or indirect?
You see, Gimba, yes. If you are a golden fish, you have no hiding place. If you have the capacity, you cannot fear anything. For me,
that's your opinion.
For me, I believe today, to save our party of all the stress that is involved in politicking, the party should narrow down the consensorship of the party ticket to Bola Tinubu. With Bola Tinubu, PDP...
first of all, tell us whether you want consensus than direct or indirect.
No, for me, leadership of the party will decide what they want to do.
Yeah, but what's your opinion? I know you are a veteran journalist. For the fact that you are the National Director of Media and Publicity,
personally, the party will decide what they want to do. But for me,
as a Nigerian,
as a Nigerian, I would have preferred the party to do a consensus and narrow it down to Bola Tinubu. For the party for us to have a seamless victory at the poll in 2023. Honestly, that is my honest opinion. Yes. But for the party, they have they are the leaders. They decide on what to do. I know they will explore all the options so that the party will not go in disarray. But I also believe that they will respect the people's wish, people's opinion, and popular, opinion of the party, of the APC members, so that there will not be rancor anywhere. But I believe, personally, consensus is one of the options that is very good, that is very better, and Bola Tinubu should be a consensus candidate, no more, no less. For us to have a seamless victory at the poll come 2023.
Okay, look at your position as National Director of Media and Publicity. Does it mean you carry every person who is a journalist or media organizations that are established in Nigeria in achieving your goal?
Sure.
And what do you do inside?
Gimba, immediately we came to Abuja. We have our office at my time there. So immediately we came to office. I may not have consulted you, but it's still a process. As we speak now, I'm working on the media pally, that will bring all of you, my people, on board, so that we can exchange ideas, we can discuss this, we can interact, and see how we can work together, to make sure that this agenda for Nigeria is achieved, despite all odds. I'm working in my office, under my directorate. I'm working with a lot of media people. People know me very well. You too, you know me, you're aware of me. Yeah. And but publicly, I've not. Media is a large constituency.
Yes, true.
But I'm doing it bit by bit. So we all as the fourth estate of realm, you must be carried along. You must buy into it. You must key into it. So in my directorate, there are plans. Bit by bit. But it won't take much time anymore now. All of you will be called. We'll discuss this thing. We have your input and make sure that all of us work together, not for personal interest, but for the interest of this country. But because I believe the media people, they love Nigeria.
As media people, why are you not looking beyond the scope of an individual? Just ensure that you keep writing and talking like the way you are, to ensure Nigeria, not just an individual, should be better off tomorrow.
No. I'm not saying only the media will be better off tomorrow. No.
Yeah, because with the way we write, the way we talk, is for the improvement of the society.
Yes.
So that it will grow economically.
What I'm saying is that I will work to bring you on board.
Yes.
So that we can work together, on this project for the betterment of Nigeria and all Nigerians. Not for you alone. No, not for the media people alone. No.
Okay, for Nigerians.
I want to bring you asked me, how am I bringing you guys on board?
Yes.
And I said I'm working on a media parley.
Yes.
Where we will all to sit together, parley together, discuss this issue. We have all of your input. Media people, they are everywhere. They have direct information from the grassroots. I know their harm, with what it takes, what Nigeria needs, what Nigeria wants. And we have our research and documentation department too. So all of us will come together in a media party that's coming very soon at our office. So we will work together. We will have your input. You will buy into it. You will key into it. You will contribute into it. All of us, we will now work together to achieve this objective for Nigeria's greatness.
Well, I've been speaking with Comrade Adebayo, National Director, Media and Publicity, Project Beyond 2023.
Yes.
Project Beyond 2023. Are you looking far beyond after the election? You continue, you mean?
Of course. The project, is meant in one hand to mobilize support.
Yeah.
To mobilize support for our principal. And after, inshallah, when Bola Tinubu has emerged, by the grace of God and the support of Nigerians, as the president of Nigeria, we will still be there for him, as a research, documentation, because we have done a lot in asking Nigerians. We were in Nasarawa the other day. We asked Nigerians what they want. Under this project, we spoke directly with more than 2,000 delegates that came for the National Convention. We provide logistics for them. We gave hotel to some of them. A lot of people that did not want to come because of their because they live in a remote area of the country.
Yes.
We encouraged them to come. They came. We picked them at the airport. We gave them hotel. We take them from the hotel to the convention ground.
Wow.
We encourage them under this platform.
Under this platform.
Yes. Wow. So we've been doing a lot. That is uniqueness of our project.
Okay.
So we beyond 2023, we will be there to serve as feedback mechanism for Bola Tinubu's presidency.
There are questions I still want to ask you, but we're going to go on break. Don't forget that this program gives you the opportunity for those who are watching us or taking time to listen to us on radio to make their contribution by joining us on the conversation. At the point, a line will be made known for those who are watching us for them to call in or use the radio to talk to us wherever you might be. Well, this is ASO Radio, the Roundtable, and I'm speaking with Comrade Adeboye Adebayo, National Director, Media and Publicity, Project Beyond 2023. We shall take a break. By the time we return, more questions will be asked, and in response to that, don't go away.
We are a nation blessed with people of diverse cultures, religions, languages, and opinions. It is ironic that we are now being ripped apart by our greatest strength, our diversity. We have allowed intolerance, insensitivity, bigotry, and nepotism to blind our vision of the greatness we can achieve working together as one. We may not have the same culture, nor religion, nor language, but we all belong to the same nation by the divine will of God. We did not choose to be Nigerians. Nigeria chose us. This nation is our divine heritage, and if we open our eyes, we would realize that what divides us pales in comparison to what unites us. And by the comparison and conciliation of our differences, we will grow until our differences disappear. Our unity cannot be wielded by mere declarations, nor do we get unity by ignoring the questions that beg for answers. We must celebrate our diversity and debate our differences without fracturing our unity. Our strength is not in our numbers, but in our unity, because even the weak become strong when united. Nigeria unite. This message is brought to you by Abuja Broadcasting Corporation, owners and operators of ASO Radio 93.5 FM Abuja, ASO Television Star Times Channel 127, Free TV Channel 507, and UHF Channel 38.
Welcome back. Roundtable on the combined service of ASO Radio and Television. Of course, my guest is Comrade Adeboye Adebayo, National Director, Media and Publicity Project Beyond 2023. He has been speaking with us for a couple of 30 to 45 minutes ago. And I want to really make you to ensure that you get talking with my guest in the studio. There's a well-known line to most people who watch ASO Television and those who listen to the radio 93.5 to dial. You dial 09057 408 217. That's the number to talk with us. My guest is very much ready to respond to some of these questions if you have or you seek clarification. 09057 408 127. Yeah, let me get back to you, Comrade Adeboye. Are you found in the whole of 36 states of Nigeria, including the FCT, or you are restricted only to Abuja and the Southwest?
I just told you, Gimba, that on 25th of February, we inaugurated the 36, including FCT, state project coordinators for this project. We inaugurate the 774 local government coordinators for this project.
Yeah.
So we are everywhere. Because Tinubu's gospel.
Okay, there's a caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Fine, sir. I want to appreciate.
Go ahead, we can hear you. Hello? Okay, you can see call back. The number again is 09057408127. Get talking with us. Of course, my guest is very much ready to respond to any question you ask. That's Comrade Adeboye Adebayo. He is the National Director, Media and Publicity Project Beyond 2023. And
Hello?
hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah. Who are we speaking with?
I'm speaking with Hadia Halima.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say a very good morning to your guest in the studio.
Good morning, madam.
And I want to really appreciate your guest for being truthful and being honest to Nigerians watching and listening. Bola and Tinubu is the answer to any question that anybody has for this country. We need a father figure. We need a strategist that he is. We need somebody that is going to look for money for God's sake. We need somebody that has the youth at heart. Somebody who can postpone his 70th birthday for people that died. We need people like that in this country. I don't want to get emotional. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Madam, we appreciate it. Thanks for calling. The number again is 09057408127 for those who are listening to us using the radio. Or those who are watching, the number is on the screen for you to make your contribution. My guest is the National Director, Media and Publicity Project Beyond 2023 in the person of Comrade Adeboye Adebayo.
Thank you.
Of course, like I was really trying to find out before this call's interrupted, I wanted to know basically whether you are only found in Southwest and you can explain it.
Everywhere in the country. The 36 states, including FCT, and also the 774 local governments. Yeah. We are present everywhere.
Hello?
Bola met Tinubu gospel.
Okay, let's pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
Hi. I'm fine, sir.
Who are we speaking with?
You're speaking with Benga from Abuja.
Benga?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I want to congratulate. He has spoken well. No, Nigeria, in fact, he has spoken our mind. Nigeria recently, we are at mercy concerning the candidates we want for 2023. And in my looking at what he has seen, someone like me, I've been agitating, I've been telling people, who is the right candidate for which to support come 2023. He has made everything. He has convinced me beyond the reason that we need a candidate that is eligible, that knows the nitty-gritty of what is going on in Nigeria.
Okay. We appreciate you.
And I
the publicity, the director of media publicity is here. I know he will handle that aspect very well. Usually, like I told you, I'll ask a question. Now that the ruling party, APC, has zoned the candidacy, whoever that will emerge, to the entire southern part of Nigeria, not just the southwest. And I told you the east, the south, the southern east, the southeast of Nigeria, the south, all these are regions equally too that they are searching for a better candidate. And I was imagining if there are other persons who are really coming on. I appreciate you, our last caller, please. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello? Well, you can call back 09057408127. That's the number to reach us in the studio. Dialed, get talking with my guest in the studio, Comrade Adeboye Adebayo, who is the National Director, Media and Publicity Project Beyond 2023. And like I told you, not just Bola Tinubu alone, there are other persons who are equally indicated. And I told you, of course, this is just April 1st. And April stands out for the period for primaries to determine who are the people contesting. And I believe more and more will still come up. If anybody comes from the southeast, would you, being a media person, would you want to give in?
No, you see,
for instance, I'm only trying to seek your opinion.
It's about competence, patriotism, and love for the country. Like the woman said when she called,
yeah.
She was going emotional because she understands what Nigeria is going through. She understands what Nigeria needs, and she knows who can give it. Bola Tinubu is not God, no. Because God is supreme and there is no one like God. But at this critical time of our country, it is a critical time. A time that we need somebody to build on what Buhari has done so that it will not be scattered and we start all over again. A critical time like this, we need that critical person called Bola Tinubu.
As a practicing journalist, while you were practicing to where you are today, interacting with various Nigerians, there's no credible Nigeria or Nigerians that can get into this position.
There are many people. I have just told you, including myself. But there must be the best among the equal. Bola Tinubu, at this critical time, is the best of all of us. Are you saying other people like Tanko Almakura, Isayo Guda, were not competent to be APC chairman? No. But we sat down together, the leadership sat down, and they believed that if this person emerged, it would be good for all of us. Everybody is competent, everybody is patriotic enough to lead our party. But we give it to somebody that we believe is the best among equal, to suit, the interest of everybody.
Okay.
As we speak now, as we speak today, southwest, south, southeast,
yes.
Among all the 3 zones today, Bola Tinubu is still the best.
Well, let me find out from you. At the convention, long before the convention, National Assembly passed a law that the appointees are not allowed to partake in determining
as voting.
Yes, they're voting to determine who becomes the national chairman. To what extent that one affected your interests?
No, they're still in court. I mean, that issue is still in court, so I don't want to
comment on it.
Yes.
But of course, the party believed in it. They didn't allow them to partake.
Because the issue is still in court. At least the status quo should be removed. So let us leave it at that. Okay,
let me ask you these questions. To what extent do you carry the youth along to ensure that, because they form the basis of of any society at all?
I'm a youth leader anywhere I go. I'm still a young man.
Yeah.
Very young.
Yeah.
At heart, physically, everything.
Yeah.
We are the leader of the youth in this country. I just told you now that a young man just emerged, a young man of under 40, just emerged as our youth leader, a national youth leader of our party. That shows our party is for the youth. Bola Tinubu told us when we met with him that his presidency is for us. He wants to make way for us. He wants to lead the way for us. He wants to create the path for us. A path that will tow. That a path that will give us an enabling environment. A path that will give us, that will give everybody an enablement to strive in our professions. So we are talking to as we speak now, we are working in our office. We are working on a youth engagement with Bola Tinubu, where youth of Nigeria will gather and they will listen directly to Bola Tinubu, where he will tell them what is in for them. So the youth are the pivot, they are the pivots on which this project is standing on.
Okay, there are many political parties and they are likely to present their candidates. You just watched the convention of the NNPP, that's New Nigeria People's Party. Just last, was it? Yeah, on Wednesday or thereabout. You saw it really happening, as a matter of fact. And these are politicians that carry weight. At the end of the day, you are going to see the PDP, you are going to see the NPP, you are going to see the Abuja, you are going to see all these political parties presenting their candidates. Won't you give in when you realize there's a credible candidate that's coming up on board?
Credible candidate.
NNPP rather, that's a New Nigeria People's Party, which is being spearheaded by a well-known northern politician. I'm talking about Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso.
Give it to Alhaji Kwankwaso, a bright leader of the country. He has what it takes to lead in Nigeria. He has a new platform now, under which he wants to contest. I wish him the best.
As a journalist?
I wish him the best. I wish him the best. But any day, any time, with what APC has done in this country, for those that can understand it, forget doomsayers, forget pessimists, forget people that are in their position that are just doing everything, to call the dog to call the dog a bad name to hang it. APC has done creditably well, and by God's grace, by 2023, Bola Tinubu will become our party candidate. By God's grace and people's support.
That's your wish.
It's my wish, and it will happen. It's God's wish.
Because the game has just started.
It's a game. We've been playing game all this while.
Yes, now, because we are just in April 1st.
INEC, you keep on saying April 1st.
And INEC has given us the latitude to play around from April to June.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem. You see, people have called into this program.
Okay.
And they've expressed, their mind in line with my thoughts.
Okay. Now, look, listen, because
we're
running off. Okay. The INEC is using beavers conducting the election. To what extent is it going to help your political feeling, or either to discourage you totally? If beavers, which of course is a law that is going to be used going forward in any election in Nigeria. In summary, because time is no longer on our side.
Anyway, whatever INEC bring on board, we believe is to strengthen the democratic process of the country. And as a politician, we should be ready to abide with whatever they bring, in as much as it's going to be for the strengthening and deepening of democracy in Nigeria.
Okay, your last word, sir.
My last word on this program, on behalf of my Director General and other leaders of our project beyond 2023, I want to implore Nigerians to make sure that they keep the flag flying. They patriotically support this country and our party, so that at the end of the day, Nigeria will become greater in Africa are also placed in an enviable height, in the Committee of Nations of the World. Yes. And I want to implore them to support the best candidate that is coming on board. And then we are working, and our office is open, to everybody. You can reach us through Gimba here. He knows our office.
Yes.
So your suggestion, your opinion, on how we can get this thing done, or how we can achieve, our objective, so that we can work together, as Nigerians, as stakeholders in this project, to make Nigeria a better place for all of us.
Indeed,
thank you so much.
Indeed, you are a media and publicity director.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, that's how far we can go on this program this morning, Roundtable on the combined service of Aso Radio and television. We've been speaking really with Comrade Adeboye.
Adebayo.
Yes, who is the National Director, Media and Publicity Project Beyond 2023. We thank you so much for taking time to be with us on this program. We shall be doing it again. Do have a very lovely weekend, being the first day of April 2022. We're leaving the studio and see you next week. Bye-bye.